Bill Henshaw here again, your friendly local constitutional coop in California. And I know there's a lot of you out there that are dealing with foreclosures and evictions and are trying to figure out what the hell the problem is since you think you actually have property rights, in your home. And that's exactly what you should have. So the deal is that you know it's wrong. It's my job to teach you why and help you get documents into the trial court, aka administrative tribunal, to make them aware that you know your rights and get your case dismissed. And what you're going to learn here is these mortgage bankers and corporate landlords in particular don't even have standing in their administrative tribunals, let alone the judicial court and trial by jury according to the course of the common law that we have from day one. And not only can we prove every bit of it, as you know, birthright citizenship from the 14th Amendment has been a very hot topic lately. Trump knows about it, Bondi knows about it, and thankfully the current justices of the Supreme Court know exactly what I'm talking about here. And all of them have been complicit, especially the U.S. Supreme Court, which is going to have to announce that to the American people. But if they do that and tell them, and they've been on a much better track for the last 5 years, by the way, and tell the American people we're going to start doing our job and doing it right, their approval rating is going to shoot through the roof. And that's what we need to have happen. And the big deal there is that that's going to affect your children and your posterity, so they won't get into positions like this. They will actually have creator endowed rights, available through all 6 articles of the U.S. Constitution, and they can't be violated by anybody, any way, in any form. That's how good of a job those racist framers did 230 years ago. And no, it wasn't a perfect government. There's never been one. But we want it back. We can make changes, do it right, and go on from there. And it's great for all of us. And I must say at this point, I admit what's going to look a lot like I'm a flaming white supremacist, but it's true. Original sovereign body politic, free, white, male, 21, has disappeared and never to be seen again. We're not even recognized in the 14th Amendment due process and birthright citizenship. So that's what has to get fixed. Major issues there. That we succeed in that. And by the way, we also convict the crooks, and I don't give a rat's ass who they are, New York bankers, corporate landlords, whatever, as you'll learn, of treason to the Constitution and make them pay for it. That's going to be a very big payday for both of us here, and it should be. And they should be lucky to get out, for only mid figures to the left of the decimal point without any jail time at this particular moment in time. So that's what it looks like. It's all so good. Send me an email, by the way, youwinnincourt@gmail.com, and learn more about that and what I have to offer here. It'll absolutely blow you away because they didn't teach you a damn thing in school either. And I didn't learn all those decades ago right outside of Washington, D.C., for crying out loud. Better education, by the way, in many ways. We didn't have all this transgender crap and nonsense. But they didn't teach anything like what I've heard since. If that had been true, my life would have been different at the age of 14, not 35. But I found out, and I'm bringing the message to you, telling you help is on the way here, and there's a lot that we can do to make things right. And by the way, even if you've already suffered losses like this, you're going to find out no statute of limitations on deceit, fraud, and treason that have been committed against you. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com, and we can go right after them for that too. And you'll be surprised how we do it. But anything is possible and everything is on the table. So it's just all great news for us. And here I am. I'll be 77 later this year. And life is so good. It's hard to believe it can be this way. But it is. And that's why I'm working so hard to make it good for you too. And get you back to where you have creative endowed rights. The government recognizes the relationship is principal and agent. not guardian and ward. And what they really think it is master and slave, because that 13th and 14th Amendment, slave amendment and the 14th Amendment, that's all they recognize. And slaves don't have any rights. The de facto national socialist government is bound to respect. And I'm sure many of you have experienced just that, but don't understand the reasons why. I do, and I will teach you to understand them. And they're good across the board, by the way. Doesn't matter whether it's child procurement services, in traffic court, criminal court, whatever it is, the issues are the same. That's the really good news. So send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. In order to like the videos, tell your friends, get the word out. The sooner we start taking action, the quicker we get these bastards off our backs. Thank you.